This is exciting. This Saturday, for one night only, they will be celebrating the 100-year anniversary of Rattlesnake Kate at the Stanley Marketplace in Aurora.
It's going to be an epic performance. There will be all sorts of things to look forward to: an orchestra, choir singers, dancers. Woo!
Yes!
We're joined now by Neela Pekarik, formerly of the Lumineers, who's the woman behind Rattlesnake Kate's performance. We're also joined by Sarah Hale from Augustana Arts. You've helped make this performance happen. Thank you guys for being here. We're super excited to hear about this. Neela, let's start with you. Who is Rattlesnake Kate? Is this a true story?
This is a true story from Colorado, so it's so cool. And I'm born and raised here, and when I heard it, I was like, why doesn't everyone know about this? But legend has it 100 years ago, she was out on horseback, and she hopped off the horse to open a gate, and on her way back, she was in the midst of over 100 rattlesnakes. She wound up killing 140 of them and living to tell the tale.
Wow, what a bad blank mamma jamma. She's awesome.
She's earned a nickname for sure.
Yes, she has. Okay, so Neela, have you ever worked with an orchestra before? And what is that experience like?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up an orchestra kid. I'm a cellist by trade. So this is really fulfilling a lot of my childhood dreams of coming back into that setting. And with the Lumineers, we played with the Denver Symphony at Red Rocks at one point. But it's so cool to kind of hear my own music be transferred to this orchestra, and the arrangements are brand new and gorgeous, and it really classes up all my music. So.
I love that.
What's the difference between a performance like the one that you are doing now versus some of your background? You mentioned your time with the Lumineers. These are very different, different things.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're both kind of in that folk realm, and it's a lot of storytelling and that kind of thing. But this project has had a lot of evolution, where I started as sort of a cabaret show, and then we had the big musical at the DCPA, and this is totally different. And somewhere in between those two things, I'll be telling the stories of Rattlesnake Kate as we play the songs, but with this gorgeous 22-piece orchestra and dancers and that kind of thing.
It sounds outstanding.
I've heard
oh my goodness. But it's a one night only thing on Saturday night. So what can you tell some of the viewers who might want to be going to this? What can they expect of this night?
Yeah, I'll throw it to Sarah. You are the mastermind.
Yeah, all right, Sarah,
absolutely.
you're in the hot seat now.
Yeah, so we'll be in this big space at the Stanley Marketplace, and Neela and our conductor and dancers will be in the center of the circle, and audience will actually be seated in a big circle around that, and then there'll be musicians on the outside of that circle.
Oh my gosh.
So you'll be surrounded by music and dancers, and we even have a choir singing down from a balcony from above.
Wait, so you'll be in the audience in the middle of the production?
Yes,
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah,
what a cool way to experience
That's
something.
immersive.
Yep, it's an immersive seating concert, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Augustana Arts, your work, this project. Who are you guys?
Yeah, so Augustana Arts is a nonprofit organization. We've been connecting musicians and the audience and audiences for over 30 years. We have education programs, and we also have concert series that help really bridge that gap between artist and audience. So we do concerts like this, which are immersive seating orchestra concerts. We have beer and wine tasting performances. We've got silent films with live music accompaniment. Just all different innovative and fun ways to really connect artist and audience.
I love that. Do you have any specific projects coming up that you can kind of pitch?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're kicking off our season in August with one of our tasting performances. So we'll be partnering with Ratio Beer Works, bringing in a punk band, and we'll do a beer tasting combined with music pairing. So
I am hooked on this idea.
too.
I've heard of pairing with food, but never pairing with music.
Yep, so the artist in our
Ratio beer,
tasting
if you haven't
concert.
been. Really good. Sorry.
She Are you kidding? She did.
Yeah, so the artist will pick music that pair with the beers that you're tasting.
What great ideas, you guys. For either of you, any advice for young artists just getting started looking for their thing, their voice?
I always say to say yes to things that don't even feel tailor-made for you. I mean, the Lumineers was such a departure from anything I had really done before. The closest thing to a band I'd been in was a barbershop quartet. So I answered a Craigslist ad, and it definitely changed my life. But I think being sort of a yes and person in your life is helpful as an artist, but I think as just a person in the world.
I love that.
That's good career advice for anybody. What about you? Anything to add?
So my background is in music, and I didn't even think of arts administration as a job. And so that's the one thing that I would say. If you're a musician, there are other paths other than performing. You can be behind the scenes making it happen.
I love that. Okay, this is the exciting part. A performance now from your original album about Rattlesnake Kate. Ladies and gentlemen, Neela Pekarik.
All I want is to meet my match. You'll love me 'cause I'm funny. You'll love me 'cause I'm free. And I laugh the loudest at your jokes. guess I'll be the cleverest in hopes. You're forever lassoed by my ropes. Part ways for a bit, jump brooks for a bit, trot home separate and get right together.